Hey everyone, and welcome back to Alf's Mustang Garage. We are working on a 66 Mustang today. We're doing kind of like an extension video of a rear disc brake conversion by CSRP. And what I want to kind of demonstrate is once you're kind of to this point here where you've got your backing plate on and your park brake shoe assembly there, there's a couple of different axle bearing retainers or axle retainers that you can use. So let me kind of explain. When you get these kits from CSRP, you're gonna come with kind of an option to do. That option is these axle bearings that have to be pressed off and the new ones pressed on. If you are comfortable with your existing bearings or your original bearings and just kind of don't want to go through that effort, that's fine. Most axle bearings that I pull out of these old cars, like, they feel great. I very rarely see like a bad bearing or something that feels like scratchy or just kind of worn out. So there's definitely nothing wrong with like not changing your axle bearings, okay? If you do change your axle bearing, you're going to have this style of retainer, which we demonstrated in the first video of how to do this whole thing. So if you want to like catch that and see how that's done, you can watch that video. I'll put a link in the description, maybe put a card to slide across here for you. But if you don't replace your bearings and you retain the factory retainer, that's what this is right here. This is the factory axle retainer, okay? If you are going to use that, you're going to need to use this, and let me show you how it works. Okay, so what this retainer does, it's actually not a retainer. It's kind of more of like a spacer, if you will. So with your bracket, you have this extra thick metal that's right here. Now you have this big old gap that you have to fill the space. That's what this is for. So this is going to go on with the axle and kind of fill up that space. And then your factory retainer will bolt in right here as you slide the axle into the housing. So let me show you how this works. It's not that complicated, it's not that difficult, but it's nice to kind of have a demonstration. I like to kind of lube up the axles before I install them, just because I got brand new seals. That's what I love about the CSRP kits is going to come with new axle seals and bearings. Kind of comes with all the stuff that you're gonna need, all the stuff you don't really think about. So the trick here is you got to get the axle splined in, but not all the way in. So like right there, right now, it's like splined in, but it's not fully installed. And now I can kind of like fish in that little spacer retainer, get the factory retainer in place, get the nuts on, and get it all tightened up. I got the axle in here. I'm going to back up a little bit. I kind of pulled it out of the splines just so it's like really easy to set that right on the top like that. And now we're going to like just feed it in. That went right back in. It doesn't always go that easily. Now it's just going to like gently kind of work it in like that. The retainer has stayed on top. I should say the spacer has stayed on top, and now I can get my factory retainer in place here. Kind of bop her in. Okay, now I got some of the studs exposed, I can get the nuts started on there. This is probably really hard to see, but I'm gonna go through this little access hole and you can see like the stud that's kind of in place there. Okay, get that nut started. Okay, I like to kind of get them all started before you tighten anything down. Otherwise, you're going to get yourself all jammed up. Once you get all your nuts started on there, just kind of, verify that that little spacer retainer didn't like fall down in. If it did, you're going to be aware of it and it's going to fight you. Just kind of remember, if you're having to force something, something might be wrong. So just be patient. That's your key. Be patient. Stay calm. That's like a good universal advice for working on cars in general. So anyways, yeah, I just kind of thought I would show you the two different styles of bearing retainers or axle retainers, if you will. So now that you kind of have a visual of both, hopefully that's kind of helpful if you're doing this kit yourself. I highly recommend them opposed to any other kind of rear disc brake conversion kit that's on the market today, especially for your daily driving cars. So if you found the video to be helpful, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. And if you want to follow us along with what we're doing over here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell. Those little things to go a long way when it comes to helping us to make more videos which are helpful for you guys. Thanks.